The next project that I have with this Honda Recon is this brake cable right here. When you pull it, it doesn't go back. It's just a sticking cable. It's kind of a common problem, especially as they get older. On the inside of the cable, it just gets dust and dirt and grime in there. And just won't allow it to go back. Now you can lube it. Takes a little time and effort, but I purchased a replacement cable off of Amazon. It's this race driven part right here, and it was 20 bucks. So that's the next project we'll get into. So the first thing I did for this replacing of the brake cable is remove this side panel, seat and side panel. And there's a couple of little things here that it's got to go through, but these just come apart pretty easily. The one that's going to be difficult to get it through is this right here. That's metal and it's hard, and there's a lot of stuff packed in there. But other than that, there's one other of the plastic loops up under there, and that's it. Not a whole lot of things to maneuver through. I've dealt with this before in running the throttle cable to the carburetor and the choke cable, mainly the choke cable. So what I normally do is grab a hold of this and kind of bend it out of the way. That's pretty hard steel. It doesn't bend real easy, but I bend it open, and when I'm finished, I'll just push it back through. The next thing I want to do is loosen this up. And for this back brake, it's with the front lever, it's the top. This is your foot lever down here, so this is the one for the, I don't want to take it all the way off yet. I just want to get it loose. Now that I've got it loose in the back, I've got this little protective boot pulled back, and you can see that this is loose enough to where it'll come out like so. And then you can move this to where you can get the cable. Sorry. You can get that cable out of that slot. And once you get the cable out of the slot, it'll be loose from up here, and then you can start working on pulling it through. The cable's now out of the handle. I'll get it out of this boot and get it ready to remove. I'm not sure if I'm going to try the trick of tying the new cable onto the old cable and pulling it through or not. Now that I've got everything loose from up front, I'll go ahead and take this off. I need to keep this. The other cable did not come with one. Alright, I've got the cable pulled out of this bracket back here, and I've loosened this and that one, and I've loosen this up a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and just start pulling it out. And maybe when I get to here, I may attach the new cable to it to pull it up underneath this plastic to get it up there by the handlebar. So I decided to go ahead and connect the new cable to the old cable. Right there's my junction. Just wrapped it with electrical tape. Of course, the back end will remain back there, but this is just to get it up under the plastic here and around to the handlebar and lever. So that went real well. It just slid right on up through there, came on up. I've already got it in the boot here. I'm going to go connect it in the back so that I'm not pulling too far on it. I'm just going to start the back, and then I'll adjust it after I get everything connected. Alright, I've got the back portion connected. I can see here that this is not all the way up in there, but that's alright because I still have quite a bit of adjusting to do with this right here. I'm about to go connect it up front now. Alright, now that I have all of this put back together, I need to do some adjustments because right now I don't have anything as far as stress on this front cable. So I need to go back to the back, start adjusting. Alright, the cable's on. I've got my adjustments made. One thing I did is I jacked up the rear end so that when I was tightening that down, that wing nut type thing down, I would spin the wheel to make sure I wasn't torquing it too tight to where it would engage the brake. And also there's a little nut right here. I think it's a 6mm. I put that on, I put a wrench on that to hold the cable so I could turn the adjustment screw. And here it is. It's still a little stiff on its return, so that may be something in the brake system, but it's a lot better than it was. It's not 100%. That's the old cable. Got the side back on. So that's it as far as changing the brake cable on the Recon.